there once again, people, and welcome to Walls of Liquid Death. There's a text file, and it tells us there's no text file with this. Best text file ever. But yeah, Walls of Liquid Death is the level we're playing. We played it for Aftershock before. It was a lot of misery and pain, and we're doing it again. But now I know what I'm doing, and that, of course, is a world of difference. Oh god, now I forget the name of it. Water Death? Water something. Oh boy, That's a good question, people. What is the name of the level that I'm trying to play? It's Wet Death. That's why. Okay, so it's Wet Death, not Water Death. That would explain everything, people. So if I type in Wet Death, here we are, in a pool of water that we're going to die in if we don't get out quickly. And so here we are, in the middle of a freaking maze. If you saw the Aftershock version, this will be very, very familiar to you. But luckily for me, I have since studied the level. I've torn it apart, and so I know where everything kind of is. So first thing first, we're going to tackle the upper floor. So we're going to swim up here. And this will basically lead us to an upper floor area, all surrounded by water. So we have this pillar here, that's like the central pillar. Ooh, nails. Picked up some nails. This is cells and nails on the same stack. It's rather weird, but yeah, that's basically how that works. There's two right there. Only one in this level that does that, but it's kind of funky. So you see, it's rather grayish and a lot of like your generic textures, with some wizard-looking textures, it looks like. Okay, so we want to move around here. First of all, let's move over this way to the Far Flame. The Far Flame is a great way of understanding where you kind of are in this level. And here's a super nail gun. First gun. And if we move over here, we just have to not try and fall down into the water. Luckily, if I fall down, I kind of have an idea where I am. So here's 25 health. And here's some nails. So you see plenty of platforms, a lot of them are useless. Let's try and move over this way. So that way you can get to this 25 health. A ring of shadows. That can be super stealthy. And a grenade launcher, so that way I can blow up stuff while being super stealthy. I don't trust that. I don't trust like trying to jump over and not fall. So I'm gonna come this way. Here we are. Second ring of shadows right there. 25 health here. And here's some armor. Yellow armor. Brilliant. Plenty of health lying around. Lots of random junk. And here is some cells. Random cells just lying around because they can. So that's basically that. Let's go down. Just want to get down here because there's a teleporter pad right here. This teleporter pad is a great way to figure out where you're on the level. If you find this, you'll know where you are about in the center. You teleport here, this leads up to where the yellow armor was. So that's how that logic works. Now let's actually wander around in the maze. Most things in the maze could just be found by wandering around the air areas. You only have to go into water for most of it. But there is a bunch of stuff in the water as well, so we'll cover that shortly. For now, here's like an intersection-based area. First of all, I want to come straight ahead because here's some shells. And then there's a little side passageway over here with some red armor. Very useful. This path down here is a dead end. There's a lot of dead ends around here, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, if you keep following these, eventually it should lead to a nail gun. There we are. Okay, now, before I actually go back, I should actually use the waterways to get back. Basically, there's a whole section of the water maze that's like segmented off here. And so if you like come into the water from this side, you'll basically be going into the water maze through this area. So let's see here. You want to come here, here's some shells, and here's like a little useless dead end. A lot of these little holes here are just empty and useless. But some of the ones further on aren't so useless, and you'll see those when we get up to them. So as you can see, lots of dead-end ways. Here's a bit of a wider, totally useless empty area. Like, this whole area exists and has no purpose whatsoever. Let's get back on the passageway and start following the water around. Wait, I think I kind of get disoriented. Never mind. Okay, I'm back on path. So I believe that leads forward. We don't want to go that way just yet. Instead, over here is a thunderbolt. Pick up this. Here's where the thunderbolt is. And some rockets are down here. So we have some explosives. Now, as I said, there's some empty areas, but there's also this one which has nails. Useful indeed. A little tiny empty area. Now, if you keep following this around, if I came out that side, it would basically lead to the same area, but I want to keep going this way, because this leads to another wide open area, which kind of stretches around the way we came. Before anything else, I want to come in here, because in here there are some cells. This segment's like somewhere you don't normally go, so I don't want to forget about this. But yeah, this is a wide open area, as you can kind of see. Did I get turned around? I think I got turned around a bit, people. Never mind, I didn't. So yeah, you can see this is kind of the way, leads to a lot of useless dead ends. As you can see, a lot of it over here is pointless. There's like nothing over here. And here's the pentagram though. So there we are. Magnum upgrade, pentagram. Now, you can follow the water through. You can figure out where I kind of came from before. There was a passageway down here, and if you follow this, you'll lead to an intersection. Come down this way and follow it down, and it leads nowhere. But if you follow this one down, it leads also nowhere. Ain't this adventure great? This is where the teleporter is, as you can see. And here's some nails, which are much more useful than all the nothings we've been seeing lately. So, yeah, is all this just dead ends? I think so. Yeah, all of it's just dead ends besides that. Okay. I found my way essentially back into the teleporter. Ah, well. If I drop straight down, actually, I shall be able to get to another section. We can work our way through the air area back to the main area. So, here's the 25 health. So I'll pick this up, pick it up, carry it, do whatever with it. And we have a bunch of water around here, kind of disorienting area, but here's like a pool of water. And here, there is nothing. It's like a cross. It's a weird little cross area. But here is a rocket and also another pool of water. In this pool of water, we have the quad damage. Magnum upgrade. Now, if we keep going this way, and like I kept going straight, this should lead out to the area with the quad damage. This is the area where I collected the cells and the pentagram. My mistake. Not quad damage. But yeah, you basically want to come this way now. You want to... This is where we picked up the pentagram. Here's like a bunch of empty, useless areas. If you keep coming this way, you'll get to another quad damage. If you go right from this quad damage, between the two quad damages, you'll get to a little area with a double-barreled shotgun. That's where that is, in between the two others. So let's go back and collect the quad damage. That's the 2 health packs. Totally useful, as you can see. This is totally useless. There's nothing here. There were some nails here, but we picked it up. We already kind of navigated during the normal ways. That is kind of most of everything, actually. We already checked out the little airway with the goodies. I mean, here's a little area over here with some rockets. And yeah, this is like another little side area that's kind of pointless, but has stuff, and it's not like fully over. It's like in between some of the others. So yeah, very easy to miss this one, just because of how pointless it is. But yeah, a lot of it over here is like, I believe that's it. If I'm correct, I believe I've kind of done everything. There's like 3 of every type of ammo, and then there's one type of like, there's like 2 extra nails in this level. Otherwise it's all like 3. And yeah, it's kind of hard to remember like everything is off the top of my head. But I believe I have done everything. yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt level to try and find around or walk around and do everything in. But yeah, hopefully I did everything. You guys can watch and see for yourself if I have or haven't. But I believe I have, and I did wander around. I collected a bunch of random garbage. And with that in mind, I've achieved that goal, wander around the maze. This is what happens when you understand the level enough. Yeah, I believe there are many other air pockets besides the two main areas I showed you guys. Definitely the area with the rockets, by the 25 health is definitely something that's very easy to forget about because it's so out of the way, but they are. And a double-barreled shotgun in particular can kind of be a pain, just because it's also in a weird area that's very easy to forget about. And so you end up finding yourself needing to find that double-barreled shotgun after you found all the other guns. If you notice, all my different playthroughs, it's always that's the last thing I end up finding because of how much of a pain it is to find. But we did it nevertheless. We achieved everything. And so, yeah, I don't really think there's much more really I can be doing. So yeah, thank you all for watching, people. It has been a wonderful adventure, and I shall see you all next time.